Hey everyone, this is Chaos for Chaos Games. Today what I want to do is do a review. Just finished playing, well not finished playing, but I've beaten pretty much the story, the major content of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Um, been playing it on my PC, so playing it at next gen levels. Uh, in short, I think it's a great game. There's a couple gripes I have with it though. Of course, it's glitchy. You know, a couple crashes here. It doesn't play the best on PC as a could be verified by like ACG mentioned that even he had like a 3080, um, and it wouldn't get a stable 60 frame rates for him. I ran into the same thing. My rig wasn't even my GPU wasn't even using it's anywhere it had a good about 15% left of VRAM to work with, and it was still struggling at 4K. I did some adjustments and got to hit 60, but it wasn't hold stable no matter what I do. So it's not. There's some work to be done on the programming and on the game on the PC at least. I hear that the new actual consoles, ironically, are the things that are running it the best and most stably. Almost neck and neck on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Um, the game as it's holding to that departure from uh, the model that was last seen in Syndicate, the last combat style, free flow combat style they used to have in Assassin's Creed games, and to a more action RPG style that started in Assassin's Creed Origins. I don't know where people got off saying this plays more like the old games. It doesn't. It plays just like Origins and Odyssey. So it's in that family. So I'm not exactly sure where they got off saying that it plays anything like the games like Syndicate and back. It doesn't. It plays just like Origins, or very similar to Origins and Odyssey. The game itself, the story's pretty good. It kind of took it, inspiration, obviously from the show Vikings or from that time period. But obviously, it, the reason this game was made because someone watched Vikings there and they really liked it. And I know this because I have a lot of characters in this game that were in the show. Focus a lot on a lot of those characters in that lore. When you look at it historically, there's no real even guarantee that some of these people even existed. But that's neither here nor there. As a story, it was pretty good. I mean, it has a standard choppiness and pacing issues that you find in a lot of these Assassin's Creed games post the Ezio saga. I feel like the Ezio saga was the last really solid storytelling they had in the series. But from Origins, Odyssey, those are the funnest games to me. And this one, being in that family, is continuing that tradition of being an extremely fun game, despite its glitchiness. Now, what we have here, though, that's the kind of the end of my praise on it. Like it's beautiful to look at. The lighting is amazing. Everything like if you have the higher settings turned on, it really looks hauntingly beautiful in some areas. So it definitely is a good showcase of some of the newer things that a lot of these next gen things will be capable of. I'm sure because there's a clear difference. I can see a clear cutoff in what would be last gen graphical capability in some of the settings, and what would be some of the next gen settings. There's a clear cutoff. It looks different, very different, and so as far as gameplay story goes, acceptable. Uh, there are some housekeeping issues that have really ground my gears in this game, though. I probably have an outlook that many people won't have on it. What's really upset me about this game is this indecisiveness they had, or this subversion that they're doing. They claim that the main character is it could be either male or female. You know, I'm here to tell you after playing the game that's not true. There is decisively one gender that this game is supposed to be played as. Now, I played as a male Eivor because that's how I generally prefer to play my games, as a male character. If I have a choice, that's what I do. But that's not the way it's supposed to be played. I can tell you this 100% confidence after playing it, because they didn't even try to back up that claim that they were making this um, it'll be seamless. You could be either or. Doesn't matter. It matters because the dialogue, people refer to the character Eivor as a she constantly. Whenever their sex is mentioned at all, it's she. You're playing as the male version. No effort to change that. No effort to change the canon name of. I read. Got to the point in the game and read a document that gave the full name of Eivor. It's Eivor Baron's daughter, which is obviously, if it was a male character, it would have been Eivor Baronson. And the name Eivor itself is a female name. If you do the research, it's a female name. So the fact that they're sitting there trying to say, "Oh, you can be whatever you want," you can't. There's a canon, even in the canon pre-materials, it's a female. I don't believe what they say, and the fact that they couldn't just commit to that is what's upsetting me. If you're going to do that way with that much subversion, just be hinting at this in secret, what have you, just go for it. Just make it a female. So, because I'm making decisions as a male character from a male, I'm imposing myself onto the character, and then just keep hearing that calling my very male Eivor a she is breaking my immersion. They put no effort into that. So there's that. If so just do yourself a favor, play the game as a female Eivor. That's the way it's supposed to be played. Clearly, no matter what they're telling you, they made no effort to make it make it interchangeable. It's clearly not. Everything in the game is geared towards a female Eivor. The name Eivor is a female name, so it's not sure. There is a very clear canon um, gender here, and just do yourself a favor and play the game as a female version. Okay. Other than that, the game is a great game, but like I said, it had some holes in it, as is to be expected from Ubisoft. But I come to accept them at this point. Um, Game is worth your time, worth getting. There's a lot of surprises, a lot of things to do in this game, and the way they do side quests in this game is quite unique. I've never seen it before. They're not really quests or world events, but they're really little quests you happen upon when you're walking around. So interesting times with this game. Um, I looked forward to seeing the DLC. They did have a little taste of what I believe will be in the DLC later, uh, dealing with Norse mythology. The gods and Ragnarok. So definitely worth getting, I'd say. But just that little gripe about the whole subversion thing they were doing there, um, and seeing their little battle what they had with their last CEO because of his sexism, I guess. They were afraid to just flat out say, "Hey, we just want to do female male main characters now." They clearly, even though they did that with Odyssey. Odyssey canonically, even though I played with Alexios again because I prefer to have a male character to impose myself on, at least I feel like they tried there in the game to make it more decisive, cut line down the middle with that. Here, they didn't do that. Here, it's clearly supposed to be a female version, evidenced by the name Eva, or female first name. Varen's daughter is confirming the female. It's it's just say you want to make a female lead, please, because now I'm playing the game and it's broken my immersion completely. Seeing these little things, little breaks. So anyway, that's all I have to say on that. Till next time, it's been Kaous. Kaous Gamers Game On.